The man was the captain of the 5th Regiment of the Merrimack, New Hampshire militia, also chairman of the selectmen in the town and justice of the peace. He was respected, lived in a 3-story house located right beside the Merrimack River. His name, Edward Lutwyche. And his profession was as a ferryman. He held the license to transport people in wagons across the river. But when the Revolutionary War broke out, Edward Lutwyche refused to sign the association test. He remained firmly committed to the British rule. He was a Tory. And Edward Lutwyche was the only man in town who refused to sign the test. As a result, his home, his business, his land, they were all confiscated by the town. And the family had to move to Massachusetts, and then they went to New York, where he lived out the rest of his life. But Lutwyche's ferry was necessary to the commerce of the town. And in 1784, a young man who had been born in Northern Ireland came to live in town, and he purchased, for a song, the Lutwyche home and the business. The young man had been a physician, one of 3 who served in the Revolutionary War. He had married a woman from Chester, and the couple had 6 children. Between his medical practice, his ferry, and as an innkeeper, he made a lot of money. Before settling in Merrimack, the family had lived in Maine. Then they moved to Worcester, Massachusetts, and then to Derry, New Hampshire. But he is remembered as the most famous man ever to come from Merrimack. He died in 1803, and he's buried in a spot located on Route 3, just across from the inn that he owned there. He was, of course, Matthew Thornton. And yes, Lutwyche's ferry became Thornton's Ferry, and the village of Thornton's Ferry exists to this day. Also, the town of Thornton, New Hampshire bears his name, as does Matthew Thornton Health Insurance. Quite a guy.